Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. So today I'd like to introduce you to one of the tools from Ryobi's OnePlus range, the R18MT multi-tool. You'll see it's a compact and efficient machine, but I won't say any more for now. Let's check it out in the next segment. See you in a moment. So here's the multi-tool in question, the Ryobi R18MT. So it's still a relatively compact machine powered by an 18-volt battery from the OnePlus range. That means if you already own tools, especially batteries from the same range, you can reuse them with this tool. As for the motor, it's a classic brush motor. That means you don't get the benefits of a brushless motor, especially better battery life management. As for the grip, it's pretty good. We have a machine that's relatively light and quite easy to handle. There's a good balance between the motor and the battery, especially with a 2 amp hour battery. Of course, with a 5 amp hour or 6 amp hour battery, it might be a bit heavy in the back. But honestly, it's still easy to handle. As for the weight, we're looking at a total weight, or rather a weight without the battery, of 1.084 kilograms. So it's relatively light, and that'll let you control it really easily. And in addition to the trigger, which is quite long and can be controlled pretty easily, there's also a lock button right here that you can use to keep the motor running, so you don't have to keep your finger on the trigger during extended use. As for the settings, underneath you'll find a speed dial that lets you adjust the motor's oscillation speed. This allows you to go from 10,000 oscillations per minute at setting 1 up to 20,000 oscillations per minute at setting 6. There's also something else on this machine. An innovation, or at least a feature you won't find on other models, is that you can adjust the head to different angles. As you can see, the angles are marked right here. And to do it, you just need to press the button underneath here. You can rotate the head up to 90 degrees. There you go. It can really be super handy. As for the accessory holder, this model is compatible with different accessories, or rather different types of fittings, because on this tool there are 8 pins, which you can see right here. And of course, it's also compatible with all OIS type accessories with 12 pins. This means you'll be able to use a wide range of accessories. And so to install an accessory, it's pretty simple. First, there's a lever that you just need to operate to unlock the tool. Next, there's a small knob here, or rather a little tightening screw that you'll loosen so you can insert your tool. There are 2 small magnets underneath that will hold the tool in place. Of course, you can adjust its orientation as needed using the pins. Then you tighten it back up. There's no need to over-tighten since it's the tool, or rather the lever, that will secure the tool in place. And as you can see, the tool is firmly in place, so you'll be able to use it without any trouble. Also, keep in mind that with this system, you can use Starlock accessories as well, which will further expand the range of attachments you can use with this tool. And as for the accessories included with this multi-tool, you should know that the brand offers it in a pack without the battery or charger, since this machine is most often sold as a bare tool. So you'll need to buy the battery and charger separately, unless of course, if you already have them, but you'll still get various accessories that will let you work quickly, including 2 blades here that will allow you to cut wood, metal, and even PVC. There's also a sanding pad for precision sanding. And finally, just before we move on to a demonstration of this multi-tool, let's talk a bit about its technical specifications. Earlier, I mentioned that it runs on an 18-volt battery. As for the oscillation speed, I also talked about that. This multi-tool can operate the accessory at a speed ranging from 10,000 oscillations per minute up to 20,000 oscillations per minute, which is completely in line with other tools you can find on the market. This will already allow you to make quite a few fast and precise cuts. We'll see that in just a moment during the demonstration. And regarding the oscillation angle, that's also an important value for this type of tool. You should know that it has an oscillation angle of 3.2 degrees, which really puts this tool among the most high-performing ones on the market. Now let's see this machine in action, starting with cutting an OSB board like this one. Of course, I've installed an accessory that's suitable for the material. I've put on a blade that will let me cut both wood and metal. As for the speed, I'm going to set it to speed 4. Let's see how it performs at this speed, and we'll adjust as needed. All right, now I'm going to cut on the top to make a small cube. Normally, it should come off easily. Honestly, nothing to complain about. It was effortless. Let me suggest we do the same test again, but this time at speed 6 to see how it goes. There should be a difference. Normally, there should be one. So as you saw, there is a little safety feature that lets you lock the machine. If the material is really too tough, honestly, nothing to complain about here either. It was effortless. So this time the cut was even faster. Sure, the machine was a bit noisier, but in any case, my cut is perfect. Really, you have great control over this machine. Now, let's see how it does on a nail. So, of course, you always use a blade that's suited for the type of cut. So here, since it's bimetal, I didn't change my blade. But if you used a wood blade earlier, you should switch to a blade that's suitable for metal. And of course, I reduced the speed just to see how it goes, since for this type of material, it's better to use a slightly slower speed. So a very clean cut, no trouble at all. My nail doesn't stick out from the surface, it's really cut flush, so that's really great. That's honestly one of the big advantages of this type of tool, and I didn't damage it at all. The surface. As you saw, the performance is definitely there, especially with an adjustable oscillation speed, of course, but it can reach up to 20,000 oscillations per minute with an oscillation amplitude of 3.2 degrees, which really puts these machines among the most high performing on the market. As for the motor, this machine is not equipped with a brushless motor, so it doesn't benefit from the advantages that come with it. But that does allow the brand to offer this machine at a pretty attractive price. When it comes to changing accessories, as you saw, it's quick, it's efficient, and it will allow you, considering thanks to the accessory holder that comes with this machine, you can really use a wide range of accessories overall, using different types of fittings, especially Starlock or OIS. So they're pretty common, and that means you'll be able to find them, above all, at a pretty affordable price. And finally, regarding the price, you should know that this multi-tool is usually sold bare, meaning without a battery or charger, for 105 euros. So it's true that it's a significant investment. But honestly, if I compare this multi-tool to others on the market, it's actually pretty well positioned in terms of performance for the price. So especially if you already have Ryobi batteries. By the way, as usual, if you're interested in this tool, feel free to check the description. I'll put the references for the best sellers there, at least those offering this multi-tool at the best price. That's it. This video is now coming to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't hesitate to give a little thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And in any case, I'll see you very soon for a new video. Bye.